Life as the Chicken King was not what many would imagine. It wasn't all grand feasts of corn and golden grain, or endless admirers bowing at his feet. Tea was more complicated than that. Being the Chicken King came with its share of challenges, responsibilities, and most of all, moments of intense solitude. King Cluck had always been the rooster who commanded attention. Even as a chick, his plume had gleamed brighter than the others, and his crow echoed louder. The barnyard had always felt like his stage, and he had the confidence of someone who knew they were destined for greatness. But as he grew older, his title meant more than just pride, it was a duty. It was dawn, and the Chicken King stood atop the highest hay bale in his kingdom, gazing out over the sprawling farm. The hens were already busy, pecking the ground for breakfast, the ducks waddled along the pond, and the cows mooed lazily in the field. It was peaceful, yet in this stillness, Cluck felt the weight of leadership settle on his broad shoulders. "Your Majesty," Henrietta, his most loyal hen, called out. She was flapping nervously, her feathers slightly ruffled. "There's a new fox in the area. It's been seen near the southern fence." King Cluck didn't flinch. He was used to trouble. "I've heard whispers," he said. His voice was calm, but inside, his mind was already racing through plans. "Keep the hens close, Henrietta. I'll handle this." Henrietta gave a quick nod and darted off, her feathers trailing behind her. Cluck wasn't just a king in title, he was the protector, the one who made sure no harm befell his flock. His eyes narrowed. A fox meant danger, but he would not let it threaten his reign. He trotted over to the southern fence, his feathers rustling in the wind. The air was crisp, the scent of fresh hay mixing with the earthy smell of the barnyard. The fox hadn't been seen yet, but Cluck knew the signs. He had been the Chicken King for so long that he had learned to read the land and its creatures. Suddenly, there was a flash of red fur darting past the trees. The fox had no idea the Chicken King was on patrol. Without hesitation, Cluck launched into action, his wings flapping with surprising speed. He wasn't just a rooster, he was a force to be reckoned with. The fox was quick, but so was King Cluck. He sprinted across the field, his sharp eyes locked on his prey. With a loud, commanding crow, he flapped his wings aggressively, sending the fox skittering back into the trees with a yelp. The barnyard had seen many battles in its day, but this was a small victory. King Cluck stood tall, his chest puffed out in pride. He hadn't even broken a sweat. As the fox disappeared into the distance, Cluck turned back to the barnyard. His hens were already lined up, watching him with admiration in their eyes. They clucked softly, reassured by his bravery. "Well done, Your Majesty," Henrietta said, her voice warm. Cluck nodded, but something inside him felt empty. He had done his duty, yes. The barnyard was safe, the kingdom intact, but as he looked at the serene morning sky, he couldn't shake the thought that his reign had begun to feel monotonous. His life, for all its glory, had become a routine. Rise, patrol, protect, repeat. Where was the excitement? Where was the thrill of the unknown? "Do you ever wonder, Henrietta," Cluck asked, his voice soft, "if this is all there is? Waking up every day, doing the same things.